Linda's Pantry. So today we're going to have a stir fry for dinner, and I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm also going to be prepping some stuff ahead for our trip. So I've got a big package of chicken thighs that I'll be moving through, and also planning meals ahead for the trip we've got coming up in the near future. So I hope this brings you along for the ride, and it's going to be delicious. It's really super easy, and maybe it'll inspire you along the way to make a stir fry for your family, or maybe prep ahead. Who knows? So if you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you really like it, go ahead and post it on your Facebook page and share it with your friends. And I'll leave my link to that in the description box, along with my Wild Tree website. You can go over there and maybe do some shopping, or maybe get a new job lined up. It's an opportunity, if you'd like, to sign up and become a Wild Tree rep yourself, even if it's just to get the products at a better price. It's really a nice thing. So I hope this inspires you to come along and see what we're cooking. Okay guys, glad you stayed. We are prepping stuff ahead today, and we're getting our dinner ready and some dinners for in the future. So this here is for my stir fry tonight. I'm gonna cover that and put that in the fridge. Actually, I'll just put it in the fridge. I got this big package of boneless, skinless chicken thighs. And we're getting ready to go on a trip, camping and hunting and all that. And so I'm obviously in charge of the meal planning. And I thought, you know, as much work as I can do today, the better off I'll be when I'm out there and I'm tired, right? So I'm thinking we might have a little stir fry action out there, or maybe we'll just have soup. Maybe I'll make jambalaya, you never know. But in any case, I'm gonna need this already prepped. So prepping ahead, that's what today's all about with this stir fry and prepping ahead. So I'm gonna get these chicken thighs all cut up. I cut the excess fat off. I don't need that excess fat in there. I use thighs because they do contain some fat, and they tend to not dry out and have more flavor to them. But that's just me. It's my favorite. That and the legs are my favorite on a chicken. So, anyhow, I can do a stir fry. I can do a soup. I can simmer a soup in this. I'm actually, my husband doesn't know it yet, but I'm taking the solar oven because I might do some solar cooking. I haven't decided yet. I love to do Dutch oven, but gosh, how nice would it be to just set that solar oven out and forget it. When we get back, we have a nice hot meal at camp. Right? That sounds good to me. Okay, so prepping this up. I'm just cutting it into bite-sized pieces. I'm going to put this in a quart-size freezer bag because I think that's what I'm going to need. 2 of these thighs are coming out for, I think anyway, are coming out of the package for a soup that I'm making from my home-grown, home-raised birds. I'm making soup with the bones, and I thought that I'd put a couple thighs in there for meat, but anyways, we'll see how much I get from this. And there we go. So that's what I'm doing. I'm prepping ahead, getting my stuff ready. And what I like to do is I wrap this, first I put it in a freezer bag. I wrap it in butcher paper. Okay, so it's freezer paper. And I have never had freezer burn. And I've eaten meat out of the freezer that was way past what it should have been, but it didn't have any freezer burn on it. So we ate it. Okay guys, that's what I'm doing. Prepping ahead for the week. Well, actually, for a camping trip. So, there you go. And we'll be back to stir fry in a minute. Okay guys, so I've got my meat that we're gonna have for tonight's stir fry. And this is the meat that we're gonna take on our trip. And so, I don't know, there's a good pound, maybe a pound and a half. And we always bring enough, so there's either leftovers or we have enough to share, because we'll be in camp with other people, and you know me, nobody's going hungry. If you do, it's your fault. Okay. And I want these to lay flat in my little freezer. So I've gotten pretty good at packing enough food in that camper for 3 weeks. Actually, we've gone as long as 3 weeks. We're not going to be gone that long. So I want to keep that nice. And if I was going to keep this more long term, I would probably go ahead and double wrap this, but honestly, this will be just fine. It's only going to be in the freezer for a little bit. And where's my tape? Okay, so I've got freezer tape. You can use masking tape. I've used painter's tape, but we've even used at some point we had to use duct tape. When you're making do, that's what you do. So I've got this all wrapped nice and flat. And we might do a jambalaya. I don't know. Anyways, and I don't have to prep this chicken any further. It has already been cut up. And I'm going to write cubed chicken. Okay. And I'll put the date on there. Just in case for some reason we didn't eat it, I would be all ready to go. So that's how I'm prepping ahead for our trip. I've also got a package of chicken sausages that I need to get ready as well. So I'm going to get those out and get those packaged up the same way. I'll take them out of their package because they're in a, the styrofoam growing pen, as it were. Anyways, these are buffalo style chicken sausages. I thought those would be really delicious to have as well. But I don't want to, there's so much air in here, you're going to get freezer burned pretty quickly. So I will put these in a quart bag and wrap them in butcher paper, and they'll be good to go. These are 70% less fat and gluten-free. So like 5 grams of fat. These are delicious. Anyway, so that's what I'm doing. And then we're going to get our trailer plugged in so we get that fridge working and get everything nice and cold and ready to go. So I'll bring you back when we're prepping some stuff up for the stir fry. Okay guys, I'm glad you came along for this ride because this is going to go pretty quick. I've already got my chicken cut up as I showed you. That's 4 green onions or scallions, whatever you want to call them. I also really love in a stir fry, I love having big chunks of onion and just, that's not quite done. It's still got some crunch to it. Gotta have it. So that's always good in a stir fry / fried rice. And fried rice is what's on the menu, so that's what we're doing. And it's hard for me to do anything on a small scale, so I might have a little more veg than I need, but I don't really care. I can always store it somehow. So I'm just doing this rough chop on this, and it just makes quick work of it. And then I'll kind of eyeball how many onions I think I want. And you're just gonna pull those layers apart because onions grow in layers. Oh, can't wait. I love chicken fried rice. It's delicious with shrimp as well. So there's a couple pieces that still have the roots on it, and we're just going to cut that root off so we can separate it. And I think the whole onion can be in there. I really do. These are mild onions. It's, it's 'tis the season for these vegetables, so take advantage of it. If you need dehydrated onions, you should be putting them back right now, and potatoes. I'm not going to pick my potatoes until we come back from our trip, but look at that. Ah, I love onions. I make sure that I have plenty of dried onions available to me. So now I have a leftover hunk of yellow squash, my crookneck. I'm gonna savor every little bit of that. So I'm just gonna come down like that and give it a nice little chop. Here, I'm gonna bring you closer. A little chop on that. It's really up to you how big or how small. I just want color and plenty of vegetables in here. Because we've got plenty of chicken, so we need plenty of vegetables. Look at that. Now we have yellow and green and white. And now we're going to come over here with, I just washed this pepper, but they want to put a sticker on all of them. This is not out of my garden, but that's all right. So I just cut the cheeks off of these peppers and try to avoid the pith at all possible. And then I don't have that much to cut off when it comes time. I can just trim it up nice. Like this one has a little bit of a trim job needed. And this one. Smells delicious. Okay. Again, I don't have to be precise about how I'm cutting things. I kind of want it rustic. I want that feel of homemade. I want that, let's take a big bite of that veg kind of thing. And there you go. Okay. Yummy. Now we have red, yellow, green, and white. And I've washed this broccoli floret. I'm going to wait on that one. I want some celery. Celery is one of my favorite vegetables on the planet. And I use it in so many things, but I actually, in a stir fry, it's undeniably delicious. And it keeps that crunch. And I'm just going to take these. This one had kind of a funky spot down here. I don't want that in my stir fry. Okay. It's all washed though. Okay. And then I'm just going to take that, cut it at an angle. We'll see if I think I have enough. Hopefully you can see that. It's kind of lifty. Just gives a pretty angle to that. I think I want more because I love celery. I'm going to do two more stalks, and we have to trim this end off anyway, so might as well. And these tops, and we're just doing that at an angle, a diagonal cut. So, and I try to get them about the same thickness. Although in a stir fry or fried rice, I don't think it matters because I like having some veggies a little more well done than others. Now, if that isn't pretty already, I don't know what is. And I just kind of look at the color ratio, and carrots would be delicious in this. Now I'm going to get busy on this broccoli, and the broccoli, I've washed this off, this broccoli crown. I'm going to come in here, let me see if I can do it this way so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to come in here, and I'm not going to waste any of this. My rabbit loves broccoli. Oops, but I have broccoli flying everywhere now. So we've got that stem can go to her, and these leaves can leave. And I just cut them into really manageable bites. I don't want a big giant piece of broccoli. I don't mind having bites of broccoli at all, but I don't want a big piece that I can't manage. And I don't think anybody else does either. And so Now, we're going to do that. And the stems are, the whole thing's edible, but the stems are really delicious. So, gotta love it. And I'm doing it on paper towels so I can actually keep the crown or the bloom part from being all over the place. And I think we've just about got enough for this. And then just cut those into manageable spots. Ooh, yum. I'm gonna save this in a bag for a salad because I don't want the whole crown in there. I just don't need it, okay? So now we're gonna put that in the bowl, put our knife away, and we're gonna get to scrambling some eggs. Now, that's gonna fill that frying pan like right to the top, but you'll think you have too much and all of a sudden you'll realize, nope, it's just perfect. And this will make such a great lunch, warmed up. Look at the yellow and the green and the red and okay, I'll be right back. Hey guys, so now I've got my wok on the stove. I'm gonna go ahead and get it heated up. We have just a teaspoon of sesame oil already in the pot or in the wok. I don't want to put any more. And now I've got my Wild Tree roasted garlic oil that I'm going to use because it has a really high smoke temp, and we're going to put that down about a tablespoon or so. Don't have to get crazy, but might as well use some, right? Let this heat up. I believe the smoke point on that is, or the flash point as they call it, is 400 and, I want to say 10, but I know it's more than that. Anyways, it's one of the highest out there, and it's a healthy oil for you to use if you have high cholesterol or you're even approaching that age where you might be having some issues. You know, you should switch over to a grapeseed oil because it's the healthy oil that you should be using anyway. So, cholesterol free, it can actually help lower your cholesterol because it adds to, well, it helps if you turn the burner on. It adds to, it helps raise your good cholesterol. So, your good cholesterol is what's going to counteract your bad. And in the long run, that's what we have to do. It's a balance all the time. Okay, so I've got my burner on finally. I've got my veggies all cut. My chicken is cut. I'm going to take a shortcut though. I have a package of brown rice and quinoa that I buy in the frozen section at Costco. I'm going to use some of that. And I'm going to use some brown rice that I've got also at Costco that's already made. You just do it. Anyways, because we have company coming, so I'll be back. Okay guys, so I've got my oil in here and I'm just gonna roll it around that wok. I need to start cooking the chicken. So as soon as that oil's hot, and it is, it starts kind of separating and carrying on, and that's exactly what I want. So you're gonna hear some splatter, and that's okay because the chicken's going down. So now I have my chicken in there. I want to add some seasoning. I need some oyster sauce, about 2 tablespoons. I want some red pepper flakes, and I want about half a teaspoon. I need some soy sauce. And I have low sodium soy sauce, We're going to give that a good little swish around the pool. And then I need some Chinese 5-spice. If I can find it. There it is. Okay, so Chinese 5-spice is just a blend of stuff. And I just want a couple good shakes down. Now we've got the start of something magical. Yum! Guys, now I'm going to turn this wok up. We want to get the chicken just about done before we add in our vegetables, because the vegetables take no time at all. And so that's what we want to do. Might add a little bit more oyster sauce just because I know it's going to be delicious. Another total probably a half a cup. And then we're going to add some beautiful rice vinegar, because rice vinegar makes everything better. And this is a seasoned rice vinegar, just about, a tablespoon. And we're just going to keep stirring around here. I've got it on high. It takes a while because you've cooled it off with the sauce, and that's just the nature of that beast. So I'm going to bring you back when this chicken is just about done and we're ready. Chicken's all done. Ready. Tastes delicious. I already took a bite. And now we're going to put, actually what I'm going to put down first is the quinoa and brown rice, because it's still frozen in the package. I want to make sure that it gets in here. What a healthy fried rice dish. And this will soak up some of that liquid as well. And it's going to cool down the dish, but that's alright. And sometimes you can put that stir fry over top of rice. We're going to do it with the rice cooked in, so I don't overdo on the rice and the carbs, and it's going to be delicious. And I think we're going to use one more of the brown rice tubs, well, one of them anyway, and that'll be enough of the rice mixture. You just pop that in the microwave, or you wouldn't even have to, actually. You just put it down in here. And now I've got plenty of rice in here. It's heating that through. And I'm going to add my veg, and it's going to be delicious. What an easy dinner. Okay, veg going down. And I like the idea of having it all together. I don't get too much rice mixture, and get tons of vegetables, tons of chicken, and this is just going to make a great meal. I don't want these veggies cooked till they're soft. We're just going to pretty much, get a little softening started, and that's it. So now what I'm going to do is I need to taste it. See what I got going on. Seasoning wise, make sure that you taste along the way. So I'm going to taste some of this. I think I need some ginger. And I've got it in the tube. I've got some tamari for some added salt. Just a couple rounds around the pan. And I want some Thai chili pepper sauce because it's delicious. And I needed to use it up. And then I'm going to add in my scrambled egg that it's 4 scrambled eggs that I did earlier. And then we're going to toss again. We really only want the veggies kind of just warmed through so they're still really crisp and fresh. And doesn't that look amazing? Yum! And there you go. I'm going to bring you back when I'm plating it up because we're getting ready. Okay guys, we are ready. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Still really hot. I just took it out of the wok. And we're going to give you a bite. And it's got broccoli and celery and peppers. I want a bite of everything. And chicken and eggs and brown rice and quinoa. And delicious. Okay, here we go. Going in. Wow. Sorry. That is so delicious. Full of vegetables. That have just had the chill taken off and they're still really crunchy. I'm sure you can hear that. And the chicken is tender, and the brown rice and quinoa just rounded off with some whole grain. And not too much of it, so it's all a nice mixture. This is my stir fry tonight. I hope this inspires you to come back and check out my channel. Give me a thumbs up if you like it. If you really like it, go ahead and post it on your Facebook page. And go over and check out my Wild Tree website. I've left a link in the description box below as well as my Facebook page. So you guys, boy, you gotta make this. It was delicious and easy. All right, guys, God bless.